For nearly 30 years, Mr. Depp built a reputation, a respected artist whose name was associated with success. Today, his name is associated with a lie, a false statement uttered by the defendant, Amber Heard. It's a case about how devastating words can be when they are false. Under the law, a person who makes a false statement about someone else can be held responsible. That's because words matter.
It's no secret that Amber Heard has recently not gone great in her latest court proceeding against Johnny Depp. Although Johnny was questioned for hours on end regarding the alleged misconduct, harassment, and other claims, it remained clear that the Pirates of the Caribbean star came out as the clear winner. While Heard's claims failed to hold in the court, Depp continued to respond to Amber's lawyers as smoothly as imaginable.
The accusations that she brought. I'm sorry, I was talking. Is that all right?
You would answer my question. We'll take a look at the next exhibit. Thank you.
As long as you're happy, sir.
During these circumstances, Amber Heard has reportedly fired her lawyer, and the lawyer is said to have been breaking her silence. If Heard's legal counsel decides to spill some details without bypassing the attorney-client privilege, things could get really tough for Amber Heard. So how is this story developing at the moment? Let's find out in this video. A Twitter user jokes about the deteriorating situation of Amber Heard's legal counsel by saying, if you want to know how the Johnny Depp with Amber Heard defamation trial is going, all you need to know is that Amber lawyer objected to a question he asked.
You didn't know what could cause damage to Mr. Depp's hand while you were there on March 8th, correct?
Dr. Kipper told me he'd sustained an injury on one of his fingers.
Objection, hearsay.
Wait, you asked the question.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay.
Another one commented Depp's hilariousness by saying, Amber Heard's lawyer grills Johnny Depp about whether he took drugs with Marilyn Manson. I once gave Marilyn Manson a pill so that he would stop talking so much. Depp testifies. It is safe to say that the lawyer contracted by Amber Heard could not succeed in making a very strong case for her in court. In fact, on some occasions, Heard's legal counsel had to go through some pretty embarrassing moments as the lawyer somehow managed to object to his own claims. Let's have a brief look at how Amber's lawyers may have let her down.
Mr. Depp, that is your signature on the right, correct?
Yes, it is.
This was a document that you signed as part of your divorce proceedings, correct?
That's my signature, indeed. Yes.
Okay. And this is this is a document you signed.
For the third time, that is my signature. Yes.
And that was a document you signed in August of 2016. Correct?
Is that the same one that I signed 3 times before? Yes,
Yeah.
that's the fourth.
Well, I wanted to make clear that you signed
made it
that in
clear.
the summer of 2016.
During his $50 million defamation case in Virginia, Johnny Depp was seen laughing at Amber Heard's lawyer when the lawyer objected to his own question. As the actor's home manager, Ben King, testified, he recalled an event in which Depp's finger was severed, prompting Amber Heard's lawyer, Ben Rottenborn, to suspend his statement claiming a hearsay objection. The Pirates of the Caribbean star and his lawyer both discreetly giggled at the objection. The judge then said, "Wait, you asked the question." However, this isn't the first time hearsay evidence has thrown the defamation case into disarray. While chatting about a chef preparing Heard's favorite Mexican dish for her birthday, the 58-year-old actor caught himself and replied,
That's hearsay, I guess.
a Twitter user shared, not Amber Heard's lawyer objecting to his own question, and Johnny Depp losing it. Even poor Ben King is shocked. To which the judge responded, I'm not sure it's even being offered for the truth of the matter. Mr. Depp's lawyer was overheard saying he got it. The Hollywood actor said while smiling, I'm learning. According to ABC News, the Edward Scissorhands star ended his statement by proclaiming himself a domestic abuse victim. The actor is suing his ex-wife for defamation after she claimed to have been a victim of physical and emotional abuse in 2018 op-ed in The Washington Post. He ended his testimony by admitting to being a victim of domestic violence. At this point, Depp's lawyer, Camille Vasquez, asked Depp,
And what did you say in response when Miss Heard said, tell the world, Johnny, tell them Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp, a man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence?
I said yes. I am.
The allegations were made after the court heard recordings of Depp yelling profanities at Heard. Nevertheless, Depp insists that he never physically harmed her. The court also heard Depp's angry text chat with WandaVision actor Paul Bettany, in which the two discussed burning Heard. Depp then explained his comments, saying that he was merely joking and that he never meant to hurt his ex-wife. He said, "It's important to know none of that was ever intended to be real, and the language used, which, yes, I'm ashamed of, has to be spread on the world like peanut butter." For example, the text that is about burning Miss Heard is directly from Monty Python, and the sketch about burning witches and then drowning the witches. This is a film we'd all watched when we were 10. It's just irrelevant and abstract humor. Then comes the question of whether Amber Heard's lawyer was fired following an embarrassment of a performance during the latest trial. Let's have a look at some of the facts that have been revealed so far. The case that has engulfed the whole United States and Johnny Depp has sued his ex-wife Amber Heard for $50 million, accusing her of defamation following an article in the Washington Post in which the Aquaman actor claimed she was a victim of domestic abuse during their marriage. Photos of narcotics and a passed-out Johnny Depp have been used in Amber Heard's defense. The litigation has taken several twists and turns, the most recent of which being the notion that Heard's primary attorney, Elaine Breithoft, had quit after the actress was caught in a falsehood in which she claimed she used cosmetics to cover up Depp's wounds. The report of Breithoft's departure, on the other hand, is incorrect. It is generally known that the plaintiff is completely focused on winning the case and is devising the best ways to avoid the defamation claims made by Depp. During last week's hearing, Heard claimed that she had used the Milani cosmetics to go to work and avoid having to display the horrific injuries that her then-husband had given her.
This was what she used. She became very adept at it. You're going to hear the testimony from Amber about how she had to mix the different colors for the different days of the bruises.
The reason that this argument has been proven to be false is that the Milani brand's all-in-one kit was not released to the market until 2017, and the injuries that Heard had allegedly covered should have occurred between 2012 and 2016, as revealed in a video posted on the cosmetics brand's TikTok account. According to the initial article, this major blunder would have prompted the lawyer to drop the lawsuit. However, this claim is false. Jurors were shown an audio clip on the fourth and final day of Johnny Depp's cross-examination in his defamation lawsuit against his former wife, Amber Heard, in which the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise star appeared to threaten Heard with violence if their confrontations escalated.
If I don't walk away or just go out for a little while, it's just gonna be a bloodbath, like it was on the island.
Depp said while he was on the recording in court. After Heard instructed him to put your cigarettes out on someone else, you fucking have consequences for your actions, the 58-year-old actor could be heard saying, "Shut up, fat ass, you fucking have consequences for your actions." However, Depp's attorneys eventually released audio of Heard telling her spouse, "I won't couch. By the way, you just threw a fucking cigarette on me. It's very evident she's ordering me on the sofa," Depp said when asked what the interaction meant. He admitted that he could have flung cigarette ash at her. "She's not screaming in pain as if I put a cigarette out on her," he said, adding that any idea he had was ludicrous. Ben King, a British house manager butler hired by Disney to look after the couple's latest residence in Australia, recalls overhearing an altercation in which Heard remarked, "Why would you take your hand away from me, Johnny? Don't you love me anymore?" I think he replied, "Of course I do. Don't be silly." King repeated and then continued to describe Heard's tone as like a spoiled teenage child.
How would you describe Miss Heard's tone when she said, "Why did you take your hand away, Johnny?"
Accusatory, spoilt teenage child. Maybe, is that fair? Pretty, not playfully, let's put it that way, more angrily.
At this point, a marital argument escalated and King testified that he had found Depp's sliced-off fingertip directly below the bar. However, in other courtroom correspondence on Monday, Depp wrote to his ex-mother wives characterizing himself as a poor old junkie who relied on his wife and her family. What you do need to know is that your daughter has risen far above the nightmarish task of taking care of this poor old junkie. Never a second has gone by that she didn't look out for me, to have her eyes on me to make sure that I was okay, he wrote the court heard. She has the strength of 1,000 men, Depp added in the note. With Depp on the witness stand, Heard's attorneys were nearing the end of their opportunity to cast the actor as a violent domestic abuser whose conduct was linked to drug and alcohol addictions. The actor has called the allegations of substance abuse grossly embellished, claiming that it was Heard who pushed their feud to violence. Depp and Heard can be heard negotiating timeouts for their fights in one tape, with Heard declaring she couldn't trust her husband to restart their conversation. "How can I trust you that it will be a few minutes when you've done this in the past and disappeared for hours?" Heard says. "In arguments, you tend to throw punches. Depp says, "I'm talking arguments, not the times when it's physical." Heard responds, "You take off right away. You don't deal with the issue. You don't deal with the confrontation, and you split. You do for an indeterminate amount of time. You do it without actually respecting me." Depp was questioned by his own attorneys about how he felt about an essay Heard wrote for the Washington Post 2 years after she was giving a restraining order against him for tossing a cell phone, portraying herself as a public figure symbolizing domestic abuse. Keeping these latest developments in mind, where do you see this legal battle going in the next couple of years? More importantly, who do you support in this fierce battle between Heard and Depp? Do share your thoughts in the comments below.